with all these technique videos lately, some of you may be wondering, James, what the heck is going on with your season? Where are you at, man? Well, this is it. This is the last week of the season. Sectionals is on Saturday. Well, for me, it's on Saturday, 100 breaststroke. And then I'm done. This is the last week of taper, and it has been a long taper, 9 weeks. I know. I can't get over the fact that I do 6 weeks, and here I am at 9 weeks. So this is a grand experiment, and it's either going to pay off huge or it is going to blow up in my face. But hey, we'll find out together. I'm going to take you through what the last week of a taper looks like, and then of course the race on Saturday. Oh, I feel good about it. But today, all I'm doing is about 1,000 in the pool. I took yesterday off, and then so little in the weight room, you won't believe it, but just enough to keep me sharp, get me ready for Saturday. Let's go. All right, here we go. Last Monday swim. Okay, that was 650s on 45, going backstroke down, freestyle back, just warming up, pulled in like 31. Heart rate was like upper 140s. Now getting the legs into it, little short burst, 25 action. That was 3 rounds of a 75 gentle breaststroke, just kind of going through the motions, getting the body warmed up for breaststroke, and then a 25 freestyle easy speed with a bunch of rest thrown in, plenty of rest. So I'm at 700 right now. Also notice I have a little bit of a trim going on here, so I am flying. I like to trim up the starting the week of, the last week of, just so I can feel really good in the water before I shave. And it's working. I'm gonna do a little bit of breaststroke kicking now, get those legs ready, kind of bursts of speed, and then maybe a 25 DPS breaststroke. That'll be about it. That was okay. 15 high. Yeah, I pull in with my one arm. That's how I do it. Just do it. Let's get to the weight room. All right, 3 sets of 3 dumbbell presses with resistance. Another opportunity to plug Fike Swim resistance bands. Get yours today at fikeswim.com. This is the 3rd set. Here we go. Exert so much force with the legs digging into the ground that you're pushing the bench back, and somebody's got to hold it, and so much force upwards that you're taking your body off the bench as much as you can. Okay, second and final movement, deadlifts. Just 2 sets of 3, going home. That's it, 2 sets. Try to lay off the legs and taper because they take the longest to recover. So, see you tomorrow. All right, that was 1,000. It looked a lot like yesterday. So now we start testing and see where I'm at. Go 50 DPS, 2 strokes down, 2 strokes back, 25-meter pool. Here we go. Ah, dang it. That was a little messy, not so pretty. Oh, not a big confidence boost on that one. Oh my God. What is going on?
Out in a 1676.
All right. I don't know what's going on. That's not good. I was feeling really good in warm-up. Had a great start to warm up. I was hitting some good numbers on some stuff. Normally when I do those, oh sorry, I should say my best is 34.5. So to be a second off of that, it rattles you a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll see what the next thing is, how that goes. Oh my God. What? Oh yeah.
So out 14.12 back in 15.10 or 15.15.
All right, thank you. Oh man. My best on this is like 29.9. So, you know, when you have a practice that you think you should be hitting numbers that are way faster, it's tough up here, but just remind yourself you've done the work. Just gotta trust the process. All right, probably do a couple dives and call it. All right, it's Thursday. I didn't really feel like showing anything yesterday. All I did was swim about 700 easy. Today done about 900 warm-ups so far, hitting some really good numbers, even better than Tuesday through warm-up. I got some more tests coming up today, maybe a 50 sprint, 50 DPS, we'll see. Right now I'm doing some stretch cord work. I'm really big on stretch cords before meets. I feel like it kind of cages an animal and then you let it loose and it just goes wild. So we're gonna do a few pushes here that are a mix of regular breaststroke with about 5 strokes fast, and then some that are surface pushes with flutter kick and breaststroke pull. Here we go. This one's a surface push with flutter kick. I really love doing this for the height you can get on the water and the tempo you can get going. Oh, are you kidding me? Not good. What happened?
I will time you for one more, but don't go too hard today. Let me know if you need me again.
Okay. Half a second slower than last week. It's not awesome. It's okay. Other things were good today. Everything doesn't have to be always good. At least that's what I'm telling myself. But no, it's all good. It's all good. All right, what you didn't get to see was after that 25 fast, I did 2 rounds of 425s, sprint, no pullout on a minute. I just have this feeling that I maybe over-rested a little bit. But maybe 8 weeks was kind of the sweet spot, 7 or 8. But hey, I guess got to make the best of where I'm at right now, keep a positive attitude. But yeah, I think throwing in a few more sprints was a good idea. So we'll see. I will see you Saturday. All right, it is Saturday in Austin, 100 breaststroke. I go off at 11:29. So let me take you through what I have been doing up until about now, where I'm about ready to head out to the pool. I woke up at 7 a.m. and I immediately started hydrating. Very important, get lots of fluids in. I had a banana and a hard-boiled egg before I went to the gym and hit a few minutes on the bike, followed by a few minutes of activation. It's really important that when you have so much time between when you wake up and when you race, that you actually do something with your muscles and your body. Otherwise, they just kind of stay dormant. And so I had my 2 beta alanines, which I take twice a day. Hopefully that helps me finish the race. We'll see. And yeah, I'm about to head out and go to the pool to do my actual warm-up. Here we go. Let's see what I got. I'm in lane 3. It's a pretty good start. Quick off the blocks, fast into the water, decent entry. The goal on the pullout was to get past 15 meters, which I did. And then once I started swimming, I wanted the first 2 strokes to be a little longer to make sure I didn't spin my wheels before I went up tempo. And the goal for the whole first 50 was to be about 29.0 with about 19 strokes. Unfortunately, I'm going to end up going 18 strokes on this and split 29.5. We'll freeze it here at the turn. The goal for the second 50 was to play a little bit with power and see if I couldn't rely on my size and strength and distance per stroke to conserve some energy before I picked up my tempo in the last 15 meters into the wall. And so on this, let's resume it. Good pull out. Really milked it almost to 15 meters. And I really like my form here. It's a pretty stroke. It's long, it's strong, but you can see it's not very fast because these guys are catching up to me. And about 8 strokes in, I start to pick it up. But when I did, I really wasn't catching much water. And I started to feel things shutting down like they usually do about 15 meters out. And sure enough, it did kind of started to fall apart. I was 18 strokes again with only a 34.5. 104.1. You know, it's not 102.1, which is what I was hoping to go, but it was the best time by 0.3, so silver lining. I really want to be under 104. That is the big goal for tonight. Obviously 102.1 is not in the cards, so the next best thing is to get under 104, which I've never done before. So I've had a ton of 104s, and it would just feel so good to finally break through that 104 barrier. The game plan, take it out about the same. If I can add a stroke and cut a 10th, that would be nice. But really the focus is on the second 50 and picking it up a little bit sooner, about 5 strokes in instead of after 8 strokes. So let's see what we got. Here we go. I'm in lane 3 again. A good dive like this morning, quick reactions, fast to the water, even cleaner entry though. And the pullout was good, just like this morning, past 15 meters. I stayed away from spinning for the first couple of strokes, but then I wanted to get after it. And I wanted to get after it the way these guys around me were getting after it. You can see the difference in tempo though. I never was able to get going. I'm staying too long, and their tempo is what you should have in this race. I wanted to be 19, maybe even 20 strokes with a split that got me closer to 29.0. Unfortunately, I stayed at 18 strokes with only a 29.3, so a little quicker. On this second 50, I wanted to be long to the 75, which I knew would be about 5 strokes, and then go. And so it looks nice to 5 strokes, and I pick up my tempo, and for these first few strokes, there's a sign of hope. It looks good. And then it starts to come apart. You can see I'm starting to get less pull. I'm starting to get lower in the water. My tempo did go higher. I ended up at 20 strokes, but with a slower split of 34.7.
104.14. That was such, I mean, looking up at that scoreboard and seeing that, God, that was such a gut punch. And to feel it slipping away as usual in the last 15 meters, just knowing it wasn't going to happen. Like, I mean, 23 years now, I have been working to get under 104 and working to avoid that, shutting down in the last 15 meters. And I thought for sure this time I had it. The last 10 months and really the last couple of years, the training has been so good. But these last 10 months have been designed specifically to avoid that, to finish the frickin' race strong. And I did it in yards. And it just happened again. 23 years of this. And I got so sick of it a while back that I just stopped swimming long course for years. And I thought this time I had it, man. And I've got like all the emotions right now. I think every swimmer can relate to this. You just, like, you're so pissed you want to hit something, and at the same time, like, you're so defeated. You just feel wiped. But hey, tomorrow I will be chomping at the bit to get back at it. I won't be back at it tomorrow. I will be off tomorrow, but I will be back at it on Monday. Today's Saturday. But don't worry, I am taking some time off, and we'll get to that in a second. Here are my takeaways from that race, and I'm sure I'll have more after I obsessively watch it, starting tomorrow. But the first one is 9 weeks was too long of a taper. You're going, no shit, dude. But if you've been watching this vlog and you watched last year, then you know that last year I went slower. I really struggled because I overtrained and I didn't rest enough. And this year, 9 weeks ago, I felt it. I felt that overtraining setting in again. And so I started to settle into my taper. And I really feel like 2 weeks ago, I was at my peak, 7 weeks in. And so going forward, I think 7 weeks is it. We're going to try 7 weeks for the next taper, which will be for the December meet, the Pro-Am. That'll be yards. I get to run back to the loving embrace of yards. And I feel like I am very excited about yards. My warm-ups for prelims and finals today were awesome. I always warm up yards, even for long course, because I don't like it, long course warm-up. And it was the fastest warm-ups I have ever done. I mean, I think if that had been a yards race, I would have blown it out. So I'm excited for that. Second takeaway, I need to do some more sets like 450s, best average on 50 or a minute. If you have any ideas for sets that can help tackle that second 50, specifically that last 15 meters, let me know. I'm all ears. Third takeaway, the intensity maybe was a little bit too much at times this cycle. I had weeks where I was hitting muscle failure 3 times in the gym and in the pool, just full bodily shutdown, and that was probably a little bit too much. Fourth takeaway, on that note, my body needs a break, and I'm going to Italy. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm going to Rome, Florence, Pompeii. If you're Italian or you've been to Italy, those places, let me know where to go, what to do. Super excited. But yeah, my body needs a break. I am going to get back into it for a little bit, because I don't want to take three weeks off, but I'll get back into it for a little bit, then take about 11 days off, and I think that'll be really good. I don't like to. I hate taking time off. I just want to work, but I need to take some time. So that's it. I'll keep you guys posted, especially as I get back into the grind after Italy, with what the game plan is, what my ideas are. Until then, good luck with your swimming. Swim different.